I remember arcades. That's a statement that's becoming more and more rare, but it's true. I remember big stand-up gaming. I remember dropping quarters into the machines. I remember the pressure and temptation of the continue countdown. And most of all, I remember why arcades were so significant back in the day. The quality of the games themselves. Arcade hardware used to blow any home console out of the water, blindfolded, one joystick tied behind its back and hanging upside down over a pit of sharks. The NES, the Sega Master System, and their contemporaries just couldn't hold a candle to the MCR3, the CP system, and the Neo Geo MVS. And every once in a while, one of those arcade hits decided to slum it on the home consoles. Problem is, more often than not, said home consoles just weren't equipped to deal with that level of awesome. Presenting Rampage, one of the prime quarter slurpers of 1986, reimagined for the NES in 1988. Immediately, one notices what's missing. An entire third of the roster. Yes, presuming that not enough folks would have an NES satellite or a 4-score to be able to play 3-player, this version only includes George the Gorilla and Lizzie the Lizard. The game takes place over a nation-crossing wave of terror where your kaiju of choice scales tall buildings, punches the bejesus out of them, and eats various things from turkeys to bathing beauties to toilets. Hey, you're a giant monster. Who's to judge? However, the authorities will quickly take notice of a huge freaking beast leaving but rubble in its wake, so you'll have to deal with tanks, helicopters, paratroopers, meteorological phenomena, and the occasional gonzo photographer. The bad news is that they fire upon you with very real ammunition, and catching enough flack with your chemically altered hide will return you to very normal, very human, very naked form. The good news is, most of these hostiles taste good. And that's how it goes. Punch buildings, advance, punch buildings, advance, through 128 days of city-smashing fun. Once a week, a special stage allows you to find a health-filling vitamin in a lonely building, which must be like hiding a dog's pills in a piece of bacon. That said, the continues are free and infinite. Enough pounding ahead and you will finish the game. The question then is one of determination. Do you really feel like slogging through 128 stages of this? I mean, it's nice in short bursts, about the length of a quarter's play, come to mention it, but it's all sugar. There's no meat to the gameplay, and aside from recognizing that certain configurations of buildings can be annihilated more efficiently than others, there isn't much technique to the game either. Add to that an abomination of a soundtrack. Seriously, there's like 2 tunes here, and that's being generous. And shaky, laggy controls, and you've got the essential argument for arcades. Well, before you could get the original on the Midway Arcade Treasures Collection. Leave this NES version to be found in some rubble somewhere.